A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the USC Trojans and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Down to the 23-yard line and out of bounds, and he is one dangerous dude in the return game. So the USC Trojans offense to go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Rutgers' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Pulls it in, it's Duff. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Using his feet. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. That's reeled in. It's Duff. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Rushes on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the draw, it's Jordan. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mayava. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hands it off. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give on the counter. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to it. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Ready, go!
Off the play fake. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Took a shot as he threw. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the 1st.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Strong, firm tackle.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. Back to pass, it's Maiava. That's caught by Williams. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Finds his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Duff. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Williams open on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. He is in. Touchdown, Trojans. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Miller with the ball. Sweet cut there. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They make the play in the backfield. They force a 4th down, and man, don't you know they wish they had a timeout to use right now. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Here's the pressure. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Red 24. Red 24. Go, go.
To the air, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Connection to the right. Touchdown, USC! The offense cashing it in on that drive. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Raymond. Hard-hitting tackle.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the option. Now the pitch. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Raymond. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
Black 88, Black 88. Go, go! Go, go! Go, go!
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Gets it out quickly. Sweet cut there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the touchdown Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll... at their own 25. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Back to pass on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Using his legs, it's Benjamin. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Let's go. Ready.
To the air, it's Mayava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He might want another play. 4th down, Williams. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Williams makes the catch. It's Bowman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit.
Blue, 85. Go. Blue, idiot.
Williams looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Plucks it out of the air. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers,